One of the things that I really don't like about owning a golf cart or with lead acid batteries is the mess you got to have. I've always got some kind of issue with water coming out, corrosion problems. You have to fill your water all the time. You're always having to clean it. There's a lot of maintenance that goes with carrying these lead acid. So this changeover to lithium ion is going to be a pretty interesting experience, and we're going to document how this process works, and we'll see the improvements we have on the cart. So if you stay tuned, we're going to start tearing this thing apart, get all these old batteries out, get everything cleaned up. I'm going to rewire all of this. I'm going to wire in the charger, and we're going to have a whole different setup by the end of this video. And here we have our Vatrer replacement battery we're going to use on this 48-volt Honda G29 drive. You can see it's model 51.2 volt, 105 amp hour. This is a lot of battery power for this golf cart. It should last probably 20 miles or so. You can see it's very simple. On the end we have our positive, our negative, a power button, the Bluetooth antenna, and then a little connector, an RS485 that will connect to the little screen that we're going to install in our cart, so we can get battery information and speed and all of that. But there you have it. Instead of those 4 batteries I just showed you of lead acid, we're going to basically replace them with this one battery. This is pretty exciting little change over here, an upgrade for the cart. It's going to be quite a bit lighter, probably about 200 to 250 pounds lighter than it was before. So we ought to probably have a little more torque, be faster, and we'll find all that out as we get going. Your battery is going to come with all the essentials you need to get it installed and transformed over. Here is your charger. I'm going to mount this inside the golf cart so it's always there. And then you have a regular wall plug that plugs in to get it charged, and I'm going to install a little adapter where my other charger was going into, where I can just plug any kind of extension cord in and I'll be able to charge my battery basically anywhere. You got your connectors, you got your data connector for this screen, and we will be installing the screen and give you a full overview of what it does. It's going to be able to monitor all of our battery stuff. And then you got some odds and ends for your connectors and some red and black boots, and some bolts to bolt it down. So not a lot of stuff comes with it, but it's everything essential that you're going to need to transfer your cart to lithium ion from your flooded lead acid. But that's all we're going to need. It's going to take a while probably to get everything out of the cart and cleaned up, but it looks like installation won't be too much of a problem. All right, the case on this battery is all steel. It's very rugged. You've got some spring-loaded handles here for when you pick it up. It is pretty heavy. You might want to have some help with you. I've got a 17-year-old football player carrying it for me, so it's pretty easy to get it moved around. But I took all the screws out. We'll take a look inside. You can see all the cells there. They're very, very nicely done. Everything's put together real nice. All the electronics up here in the front. You can see how very high quality construction here. I'm assuming, I'm not for sure, but I bet if you have some trouble with this, there's probably a way that they can service these batteries for you. But there's a look at the inside. It's very well made. It's all protected, waterproof. This thing is going to be a beast. All right, one of the neat things that comes with this battery is this smart battery LCD screen. And we're just going to plug it up here before we get it connected and let you see what it does. There's a little port right down here. You plug the cable in that comes with it, tighten that up, and we connect the cable to the screen. Down here we have a power button. We're going to turn the battery on. Turn on the screen. You can see we're starting up, and there we go. You got some information there. You've got your percent battery at standby it's not using. You can see we're not having any current go through. There's our voltage, temperature, time to empty. Of course, that's a lot higher with us not doing it. You've got touch. It's a touch screen, nice color, very clear and crisp. Here's some more information on the battery. You can turn your charging and your DSG on and off here. Shows the amount of cycles you've done. There should be no problem with cycles. Has enough cycles to last you about 10 years probably. And then there's some more information there on voltage. So you can see however you want to do this and look at your information. It's right there on the screen. A nice bright LED, very sharp. I will mount this in the cart inside of one of my glove boxes where I can look down and see it. Turn the battery on and off, and you see it turn that off. Just locked it, turned it back on. It's just all touch screen. Seems to work pretty easy. All right, there's also a phone app that we'll show you once we get it all hooked up. That will also show you a lot of this information you'll be able to control things from. But this is included in the kit, so this is a really great addition to this battery. All right, my sidekick now is we've got all the battery cables off, and my muscle here is helping get these batteries out, and we should have an empty cartridge here. And then we're gonna before we clean it up, we're gonna go ahead and hook everything up and let you see what it looks like, because we're kind of running out of sunlight here. Make sure it runs, and then we'll do a final cleanup and put it all together. All right, we're gonna do a quick install. I'm gonna go ahead and install the charger so I can charge this thing up overnight. You can see the positives are gonna go in here, and again, we get back to sunlight, we're gonna take this thing back apart and do a more professional looking installation that's a lot cleaner and hooks up my buck converter to take everything down to 12 volts, and we can run the lights and all of the other stuff there. Just gonna get this one tightened up a little bit, but we're gonna see if we get it running right now. Yep. And there you go. We got our original positive and negative, and just enough room with this wire I already have connected, which I'm probably going to change out and maybe upgrade and make sure we get enough power running through this thing. And we're going to tighten this up, and we're going to see what happens. All right, now we have tested the battery. It all works, and I have cleaned out all of the old battery acid, dirt, grime that we've had in here. I'm going to rewire all my 12 volt items. The next step, I got my assistant going ahead and giving me some cleaning going while we're at it. And then my next step will be to install the battery, and I'm going to install it right in the middle there, and I think I can screw it down. I'm going to let this dry out for a little while. And I'm going to rewire my whole 12 volt system for my lights and everything, make it look nice. And we're going to install the charger, I'm thinking over here in this area, but there's tabs to install that. We're going to have it on board. All right, we're going to go ahead and mount our little smart battery LCD. I put a hole in right there, and I ran this up underneath the cart. We're going to plug this in. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to run a couple screws in it right here and mount it, and there you go. You can see that we have power on it. It's already connected to the battery. I'm going to run 2 screws in right here, decide where I want it, and then we've got our screen, our heads-up display basically built in right here in the front of our cart. All right, and there you have it. We have our conversion completely finished with our Vatrer 48 volt battery replacement. lithium ion. You can see I use the boots that come with it. It's a very nice, clean setup. Everything's ready to roll. We need to watch our battery. We've got our battery monitor right here. And nothing left to do but go ahead and take it out for a cruise and see if Lola Dog approves of her new battery in the cart. All right, so now we are all switched out. Our Vatrer battery's going. I've got my screen showing all of the information I need to know. Lola's ready for her first ride, and let's see how it goes. All right, as we take a little cruise here, we're going to take a look at this. I'll start mashing the gas here. Man, this thing is a lot faster, a lot peppier. It's got a big, nice get up. You can see all of the bolts going out, charge, everything going right there. Pretty sure Lola approves. There you go, all good. Lola approves. The cart is way faster, handles better. This is definitely an upgrade you need to do if you're using lead acid batteries. Again, thank you for Vatrer for trying the review sample, and look forward to looking at more of their products.